Three, two, one. Welcome to Something Like That with Nav. Yes, for the Facebook viewers, I know we're supposed to be here 45 minutes from now, but we decided to do it a little earlier. For a change, Malaysians have decided to do things earlier instead of doing it the last minute. And also, on today's show, for the podcast listeners on Spotify, I guess it wouldn't make any difference for you, but just in case you want to check it out, you want to see the guest and what you want to know what exactly they look like, how they sound like. You know how they sound like, but you want to see how they look like, just head on to facebook.com/something like that with Nav. And today is a man that I have been eagerly waiting to have a chat with. He's been very, very busy since the release of his EP called I Am Not Billie Eilish, or whatever the name is. And well, he is on board the show today. It's the one and only, everybody knows him from the local scene. It's none other than Brendan De Cruz. Macam, how are you doing, dude?
Assalamualaikum. Bagus. Everything's good? Yeah.
Everything's good, man. It's nice to see you, man. Finally.
Thanks for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. I should say thank you for coming on board. You've been busy the whole week. You know, I was trying to get you before anyone else does. Unfortunately, I think I'm the last one to get you.
Honestly, no, not really. I think I haven't actually been very busy with interviews. I've been doing a lot of other podcast work actually with other friends, and this is actually I can't remember. I only did one other interview, so you're pretty quick, man. And it's not like people are lining up to interview me.
Come on, seriously, they should be lining up, man. They should be lining up for you, man. Especially with a brand new track. I'll be honest with you. For the very first time when I heard the track Evermore, it knocked me out. I haven't heard anything like that in a very, very long time. As we spoke off air, I mean, being in radios and talking to some of the local artists, listening to the music, for the very first time, I felt so emotionally connected with an artist, man. With a song, sorry, not with the artist. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, with the song itself.
No, it's all right, man. It's all right. It's good.
It's a fucking amazing track, man. Congratulations to you. Great job on the track, dude.
Thank you. The song is very country driven. My dad was a country singer in a country band by night.
Yes,
and we were very much exposed to country music growing up, but I never really penned anything with a country vibe. I was always into the alternative rock, Brit rock thing, and the folk thing growing up. And that kind of became the influence I had. Even if you listen to the previous records I put out, everything is very pop folk, I would call it. And this was the most, I don't know how to say, like Evermore was the most country influence. There was a movie
because okay, let me put it this way. For me, on my personal view of the whole thing, my personal taste, it's like if I put Radiohead, I put a bit of Bruce Springsteen, okay, I mix it up a bit with a bit of Damien Rice together, and this is what I see. This is
nice.
It's the sound. It's like I'm a fan of all the three artists, and then you mix it up together. I get one package, which is a good thing, which is a great thing actually. Your vocals, I don't have to say. I think you might have heard this. People complimenting on your vocals many times. It's like, dude, someone is sounding like Bruce Springsteen is looking this young.
Yeah, that sound actually honestly came about from a lot of exposure to Damien Rice. I was only familiar with his more famous stuff, which were things like The Blower's Daughter and stuff, but I only dived into his music about 5 years ago, and I kind of got lost in it for quite a bit. I managed to catch him live in Singapore when he came about as well, and that kind of solidified where I felt my sound was going. And we then ended up here because if you listen to the first two records, they're all very whispery.
There was something I wanted to ask you. I mean, you've been answering my questions before you want to get it, which is good. Because the thing is, like your first album, your first EP, and your second one, Black especially, it sounded completely different in terms of the tone of the voice. You don't really hear much of this particular sound in terms of vocals on those particular tracks. What made you change it, man?
Okay, so when I first started, I wasn't too familiar with songwriting. I've been performing now for maybe about 12 years live, but in all of that time, the majority of it has been covers. I've been at hotels, at weddings, corporate functions, busking, but it's always to a list that's given to me, or I've made a list that is popular that people hear on the radio, so that when I'm performing, attention is hopefully grabbed. So what happened was I was doing a lot of covers, and I did a couple of tribute shows over the years, the last couple of years, and I realized my range when I was doing things like a Chris Cornell tribute or a Foo Fighters tribute. And it's a lot of work to sing like 2 hours worth of Chris Cornell or the
There's
Foo
a lot of
Fighters.
stressing involved in that, right?
Yeah, especially if you're not used to singing in that manner and you do not have the practice, you tend to overexert. You don't know how to. I haven't gone for vocal training. Everything has been learning from advice from people around, and it has been honestly just trial and error. And so after figuring this out, that I figured my range is very different from what I do in my first two records. So I thought for the third record I should write, which is called Three. I would write songs that would cater to me expressing myself the same way I would express covering a Foo Fighters song. I just thought I wanted to. I knew I could. Like I that's why I brought it back to Damien Rice, because a lot of that influence is there. The
Okay.
You start off low, you do that whispery thing, you slowly build up, and in the end you just lose your shit and just scream your heart out
That's
in
something that
tune.
not many of
Hopefully,
them do it, especially with the Malaysian music scene, unless it's covers. But when it comes to the original stuff, you hardly find that tone going on, unless it's like, say, if you're going for like singers like Hatan and so on, the former Bumi Putra rocker
yeah,
guy. Well, that's where you have that feel. He was the last person I heard someone who did this particular style, or rather the how do I put it, the vocal expression, which is amazing, man. It was beautiful listening to it. It can just keep on going on and on. And oh, of course, we're talking about the album, the songwriting itself, the feel that you gave for this particular three albums, okay, three EPs to be precise. It's always on this deep, dark, saddened kind of feel. Any particular reason why?
I just am a very emotional individual. Anybody who knows me close enough will tell you that. And I know it translated a lot in the first two records, because after a while, a lot of people did tell me, "Hey, I just connected when you were singing. I like the performance. Nobody was telling me, hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do that,' unless they were engineers or producers." And so the sad thing stuck with me. And I also am a big fan, not a big fan. I like to champion the idea that we all don't cry enough, or we don't get in touch with our emotions as much as we should, because we are, I don't know, too distracted with daily life, work, family issues.
Especially when you're a guy, it's less macho to be as emotional and to cry. Yeah, it's always the
Yeah,
perception people have, and of course, having those things in your music is a brilliant idea. That's hence the reason why I was asking this particular question, because usually it's always the common. Conversation or the theme that comes in with most albums is all about love, breakups, and so on. Yes, there's happy times, there's sad times. There's always a balance in that. But in your case, you have that consistency of how it should sound, which is amazing. It's
yeah,
something that you would see in there from goth music, some of the deeper, saddened goth music, which is nice. People connect to it.
yeah. People do. That's the main thing. And of course, there have been many people who have come up to me and said, "Hey, why don't you just write a happy song?" And I've attempted it many times. It's not that I can't. There are slightly more upbeat songs in the third record, or even in the first and second record. But the lyrics just tend to dive towards I don't know. It's always
I'm
broody.
not
It's
complaining,
always
man. I am not
depressing.
complaining. I'm not one of those
I
guys
mean,
who's going to
some
ask you to
people would.
change. It's amazing because
Yeah,
another track of yours, which I liked from your previous album EP, was Murong. Murong was another fantastic track. I
I
enjoyed it
wrote.
very, very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Murong was honestly specifically written to cater to the pop Malay market. I honestly sat down one day and told myself, I want to write a song that I can approach Malay radio stations and they would play it. And that did not happen, of course. I still
No, it's
sent
just a
it
matter of
out.
time. It's a matter of time. It's a
Yeah,
matter of time. You can
you know,
re-release it. No one's going to stop you from doing that.
yeah.
Uh,
So response for Murong otherwise has been good. People love the song. They love the feel of it. So it's not. And the first, I think, within the first week of it going on Spotify, it got picked by a playlist called Pop Terkini. So to me, when that happened, that was nearly as equivalent to Era playing it. And I was like, okay, at least I know that it is good enough for the Malay market that you added me to a decently popular Spotify playlist that involved your bigger Malayu names, which I just don't know.
well,
So
actually,
to me, I
that's
was like, yeah,
well, this at this particular day and age, I think radio doesn't matter much as it used to be, because the options, the platform that people have right now to get access to your music and having it played on continuous rotation,
yeah,
like Spotify and other applications, I think you don't have to worry much about radio stuff. But it'd be nice, lah, once in a while you have your song
it'll
being
be
there.
nice. Yeah,
Yes,
it'll
it'd be
be nice
nice.
because the I don't know. Maybe you can confirm this for me. I heard not too long ago, or it might have been a while ago, that if you combine all the listeners of all the English radio stations, they still don't match the listeners of Era. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. It
Yeah.
isn't.
So that is a very uh,
It's actually disturbing a
demotivating
little bit.
fact.
It's a bit
Yeah.
disturbing for the Malaysian
You know?
English artists because as much as when I do have a chat with them, I say, "Don't worry, man. If it doesn't play on radio, there's other platforms. You know, you never know." And
Yeah.
most of the artists that you know who's made it internationally were people that didn't have their songs played on the local radio. After years later on, they
Yeah.
discovered outside, and bingo, they became super
Yeah.
big. I don't want to mention names, lah. But anyway, let's get back
Yeah.
to your present album, which is Billy. I am
Yeah.
not Billie Eilish, and I'm not going to ask you why
Billie
you named it
Eilish. Yeah.
Eilish. Okay, I'm not going to ask
Yeah.
you why because I'm pretty sure you've been bombarded by not only by people who's interviewing you, but also by your friend. Why Machan that name? What have you got to do with Billie Eilish? Right?
So have you do you know about Billie Eilish?
Okay, I know. Okay, for the benefit of people listening or viewing, just help them out. Like, just help them out. Why that particular
Okay.
name?
So most people who know of Billie Eilish know that she was nearly just a like a bedroom sensation. Like she got famous out of putting up one of the songs on SoundCloud or something. It got picked up somewhere, and then her last record or her debut record, I don't know which it was, but it was called When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? That record was recorded and produced with her producer brother in his room. So, and the record went on to win like 7 or 9
Yeah, it
Grammys
was quite a
or
number of Grammys
something.
she bagged in
And
for that one.
yeah, and if you see a couple of like those behind the scene videos of them recording it, it's basically just him on his lap on his iMac or whatever, and he's just got this mic next to him on a boom arm. Then he just hands it over to Billie Eilish, who's just sitting on the bed, and then they're just recording the record just like that. And he's sampling and he's doing his thing, and then you have 9 Grammys. So I was explaining to my brother about my project which I was doing because that was when the pandemic went full swing and everybody was stuck at home and you couldn't really do anything. So I started recording in my room. I'd invested in recording equipment, very minimal home studio DIY equipment sometime last year, and I've been kind of playing around with it. And I've always wanted to attempt at least recording my own solo stuff by myself. And I had a friend who had lent me a synth keyboard, which got stuck with me during the MCO because we couldn't even return it. So I
That's a
managed to
blessing in
use that to
disguise.
add. Sorry.
That's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, correct. So I managed to use that to fill up the tracks a bit with pad, synth, string stuff, very minimal. And then I got a keyboardist from this local band called Nadir to help me add some keyboard lines on one of the songs. And I got another friend, Jamie, who plays bass for a local band called Volatile, to play bass on Evermore. And I had a good friend who worked with me on the second record. His name is Derek. He's a Irish live sound engineer who's based in Malaysia for the last I don't know 6 7 years. And yeah, so he said, "Hey, dude, just send me some stuff. I want to mix." And he recorded the Black album and mixed it, and we engaged. He found this mastering engineer in the UK. I don't know if I'm just telling you stories that you've already
No, no.
planned to ask me.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so
no,
he
no. It's
found
okay.
this
It's okay. I'm
master.
going because I mean,
All
I
right.
have had the slight idea of whatever happened, but I need confirmation on that part.
Yeah.
So please go
Okay.
ahead, shoot,
So
man. I'm not.
for the Black record, Derek had found this mastering engineer. His name is Pete Maher, and he's based in the UK. And he's got. You can check out the website. I think it's just you can just look for Pete Maher mastering, and he's got a super serious portfolio like U2, Damien Rice, Snow Patrol,
I think the Killers
Nine
was in
Inch
there also.
Nails, The Killers. The list goes on. And then he's done like La La Land, the movie. He's done the Peaky Blinders series. And the good thing about the great thing about Pete was that he's got two rates. He very much believes in unsigned talent, talent that are independent. So he's got two rates on his website. I don't know if he displays his corporate rates, but his independent rates for people like me was just 30 pounds for
You
one track.
kidding me? You are
30
kidding
pounds
me,
for one track. So 90 pounds for three tracks. That
dude.
is
That's just a fraction of whatever some of the machans down here charge. Lah.
exactly. And it's damn good mastering, dude. And a lot
Yeah,
of
I
people don't
know.
know about this guy. I don't know why. I've always announced it whenever I've worked with him, which was that record, and now this. Of course, this is getting a bit more traction because the songs are better. The sound is different. Uh, not yeah, not the songs are better.
Well,
The
well, one
sound is
thing's for
just it's a
sure.
different
After you
experience.
mentioning this, I'm pretty sure that most of the mastering engineers down here are going to be pretty mad at you. Like, bacha, this is my cherry
Uh,
makan, man.
yeah, but man, when I first started out, and I still find myself to be still starting out in a way. But when I first started out, I had no idea what the local independent music scene was like, and I wasn't too sure of the quality that was provided. Of course, you hear samples and yeah, but when you sit down and you actually work with producers and studios, you realize it's so different with anybody you work with. You get a different sound all the time, even though you're saying the same thing to different mastering engineers, or it's different equipment, it's different methods, it's different people, it's different approaches towards handling a project. And I've always wanted to be able do it all by myself. And anyway, before I go that side, yeah, before I realized I was going elsewhere.
Don't worry, no
Yeah,
worries,
if you're
man.
going to charge, to me, the benchmark right now is P. Yeah, you're not local, and maybe I do not know many mastering engineers here. There are a lot of good mixing engineers in KL, in Malaysia. Maybe I just haven't met good mastering engineers. But uh, yeah, I thought like with that portfolio, you wouldn't expect somebody like Pete to be doing 3 songs for you for what?
I
For
mean,
four
it's
hundred
a
ringgit,
13,
you know,
yes, it's around there, which is
something
dirt
like
cheap.
that.
Which is
Yeah,
seriously dirt cheap, man. And of course,
yeah, it's
with his
dirt cheap.
portfolio and the results that came out, uh, well,
Yeah,
well,
it's
the song
unbelievably
speaks for
cheap, you know.
itself, man.
Yeah, you know, you can just it's just such a difference. And Derek, honestly, like when I sent him, because I'm just in my room, Derek, I just sent him the stem files, and when he sent me the first pass at Evermore, I was just like, whoa, what did you do to my voice? That sounds amazing. And then I was too excited. I just showed it to, played it for like my brother and stuff, and he was like, whoa, what? And they've never like heard my stuff within the first 5-10 seconds and gone, whoa, what? So we all knew it was we all knew it was something different. It was
Yeah,
better than anything I put out before.
yeah, because that's what I was
And
trying to say. Because
yeah,
when the first time, very first time when I heard the track Evermore, it was hard to believe. If I wasn't watching the video, if I wasn't really paying attention to who the artists were and where is it from, I would not have guessed that it's a Malaysian track. I mean, even the
oh, that's
quality.
great.
You know,
Yeah.
okay,
Woo. Yeah.
you can't deny it. Okay, let's be very honest down here. When it comes to Malaysian music, there is slightly there's a difference when you do in comparison with the quality that comes out, whether it's being played on Spotify or music video and so on. So there's a
Yeah.
difference over there. But in this case, it was another level, dude. It was I wouldn't want to put it
Yeah.
as a perfect track. I mean, perfect sound quality, but
No, no, don't use that word. But
it was
it's
there,
like,
lah. It was there, lah. That's how
yeah,
I look at
I'm
it in terms of
feeling
quality
very
wise.
happy with what happened and how it played out. So like I owe that very much to Derek as well, because the mix was insane when I first heard it. It's like, to me, like the closest before this that I came to a mix that I felt was my idea of what I wanted was the last record, which was with Ashwin Gobinath, who runs Nade Studios and is the drummer for Nade. And when I first heard that product, when we were recording and I heard the first mix, that to me was like, whoa, yeah, nice. This is, and that was my first full band record. So the outcome of that was really good. And I was going to build on that for the next record, but COVID happened, opportunities went out the door, and I don't know. Next thing you know, I realized that hey, it's been 2 years, going to be 2 years since I released anything, and I was consistently releasing a record every year since I started, and I wanted to keep that going because that momentum was great because it also helped me build a platform for myself in the scene a bit. So I realized, hey, it's been 2 years. I'm stuck at home. I can't really do a full band thing. I could have, but it would have required a lot more financial input. And everybody was great about this because being in the industry, we all knew how many jobs we all had lost collectively, and how tough things were going to be. Things were very uncertain. Like things are like so much better now, even though they are still, even though shit's still on the fan. But yeah,
Well,
like three.
actually, come to think of it, sometimes when something as such happens, it always creates an opportunity for you to do something else. Just imagine if this whole thing
Yeah,
didn't happen, you wouldn't have released this particular track, which you would have sounded like
yeah,
this. And what's more amazing is that you did something from a bedroom, dude.
yeah.
That
So
saved a lot of
actually,
money
sorry
there.
to tie that back in to what we were talking about earlier. That is why. So my brother is the one who just looked at me and said, hey, you should just call it I Am Not Billie Eilish. Then I was like, oh, that's catchy. Everybody knows, nearly everybody knows who Billie Eilish is. But I assume still that a lot of people read it and go, is he, you know,
I know.
taking
Is
a
it?
jab at Billie
Yeah,
Eilish
the
or
first
what?
impression you would have when you read a title like that, definitely everyone's going to assume that, man. But anyway, at least now we
Yeah,
know why the particular title
yeah.
was. It's a
I
brilliant
just,
thing. Hats off to your brother.
yeah,
Congratulate your brother for me for
yeah.
coming
I
up with that
always
idea,
do.
man.
Correct. Yeah, it's a good name
Anyway, and
actually.
speaking of the tracks itself, I mean, the production, we know the production, we know the title, but I need to know this: is Evermore based on a true story?
Oh, sorry, that's horrible. Whew. Uh, yeah.
Is it based on a
Okay,
true story? Because
so
it's too emotional, it's too deep. I mean, I can hear it through the voice. I mean, how you sound, it sounds like something actually happened. Is it?
man. Okay, so every song that I've written is tied to a personal experience or a personal relationship with somebody in my life. It could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be your dog, it could be anything. But with me, it's always been relationships. Yeah. And so Evermore, I wrote Evermore sometime last year, and it revolved around this friendship I have with this person I've known for a very long time. But as we were growing up, we split separate ways, and we just grew up. Life came in between, a lot of my mistakes, and I'd been trying to kind of rekindle that friendship over the years without much success. And sometime over the last 4 years, for about 2 years, in that 4 years, I was getting consistent dreams about this person. I didn't know why. It wasn't anything. I would just be like, we'd just be hanging out. It was a very, you're just appearing in my dream, very, very minimal interaction. But there was this consistent feeling every time I woke up. I'd just be like, man, man, like either I need to fix it or address it or something. So I tried to get in touch with her a couple of times, and we had bumped into each other once, and things were fine. I didn't really bring it up. We were just catching up, having a smoke or whatever, and then the dream started happening again, and I wanted to mention it to her over after I bumped into her, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna say these things, man. Don't do it over text, so what? Just like the next time you, whatever. So I just tried to establish contact. Ever since then, I would try to organize a meet or what. And finally, sometime last year, I managed to meet her, and yeah, we just started talking. I explained myself. I apologized for past shortcomings, and I was just yeah. I mentioned the dreams. She doesn't know anything about the song, but I guess if she eventually sees enough interviews, I'm just going to keep repeating this story.
This is
And
the most romantic thing I've ever heard, and I'm the least romantic person on the planet, man.
the thing is, there's really no romance in the story. It
Come on,
was
man. You
such a
come on. Look at it this way: 4 years. I mean, 4 years of 2 years of dreams. Eventually, of course, let's face it. She was on your head
but I would have
subconsciously.
thought like,
You were thinking about her
yeah,
without even knowing that you were, man.
yeah, correct. But I also would have thought like the dreams would have been romantic, but they were never really. It was always the themes in the dreams all the time was always about this friendship, this connection. It was always when I woke up, I was like, ah man, it was a dream. Every single time. And it bugged me. And after I had this conversation with her, these dreams just stopped, man. No joke.
Ah,
Just
so I mean,
like,
it's subconscious. I mean, and the best part is you actually wrote a song about it. If any other person that I know would have visited a Bomo by now.
maybe. But no, I that's not how I roll. I
Yeah,
just
no, I mean, I'm just
write
saying, like
some
2 years.
songs.
This is the best thing. It should be. I mean, it's only a music video right now. I'm just looking at this whole thing to be to become a movie, man. For the guys out there who's
Hey,
writing stories, looking for a thing, you might want to have a chat with Brendan to get the
hopefully.
rights for that, man. It's a pretty interesting story,
Hopefully.
man. 4 years, 2 years of dreams. It's something that, well, you don't often hear. I mean, yes, I fell in love with
I think
love at
it's
first sight.
honestly, I think these things happen a lot. I think it's just, especially guys don't talk about it. You're not going to go around telling anybody, hey, you know what? I've been dreaming about you
Yeah,
consistently for the
sounds so
last
so
two
cliche.
years. Oh, it sounds stalky and creepy.
But
I
did she
guess
feel
now,
that
like
way?
the more I
Did she
say,
feel
no
like that way
lah.
when you told her that?
When I
Was she
started
shocked?
talking to her, no, I'd known her for a while. When I say a while, like I've kind of known her since like I was 13,
Oh,
since we
okay.
were 13. Yeah, so it's been a while. So we are both adults right now. We are both very different people from when we first met, and a lot has changed. I think if a lot didn't change, I don't think I'd be even having this conversation with you. And when I didn't even plan it, like when I went to see her, we were just having fun with a bunch of friends, having drinks. It was her birthday or something, not or something. It was her birthday, and and we had been drinking a while, and somehow through the night, when the emotions start kicking in, I was just like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And then I called her aside, and
Okay.
I didn't even plan what to say, and I said that out loud. I was like, oh man, I wanted to talk to you about this, but I didn't even plan how to start. So I just like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell. So I just then she was like, you're not gonna tell me you love me, right? I was like, no, no. I was like,
Okay.
no, it's
Oh
nothing
my
like that.
God.
Yeah. It was nothing like that at all. I just explained myself, and she was very, very adult about it. Like I expected, no less of like I think we are all old enough now, like compared to when we first met or the things we experienced as friends growing up. So yeah, I just explained myself to her. I told her about the dreams. She had no idea about the song though. I'd written the song before
Wait.
I faced
Okay.
her.
I just got to get this thing cleared. Are you guys together? I mean, as in together, as in, or you're just still
No,
friends right
no,
now?
no, we're just
No.
friends,
Okay.
man. I've been with
Okay.
my I've been with my partner for over 4 years now.
Okay.
So yeah, my partner knows about all these things. I tell her about these things, and we even spoke about how to address it. And yeah, and then the meet happened. The meet wasn't revolved around this. Like my friend didn't know anything about it. I just
Okay.
called her aside. I also wanted to just clear up uh, past mistakes and shortcomings. And
I mean, I got to
yeah,
give you credit for being brave enough to confess this and tell the whole world, or whoever's watching or listening to this,
honestly,
man. Seriously, it's
honestly,
not something you find from guys, man. It's something, it's pretty rare. You find guys doing this, but hats off to you, man. Start it off. For the rest of the guys out there,
honestly.
if you have something in mind, something in your heart, say it out loud, man.
Yeah,
Say it
just say
out
it
loud.
out, man. Just if you need to cry, just cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
But
this is a
even while I'm
very
talking to
interesting
you,
side. I did not seriously, honestly speaking, when I wanted to have a chat with you, this is something I was not expecting whatsoever, man. This side of you. I mean, this side
this
of
is
you
what I
is
meant,
amazing.
that I'm a very emotional being. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a cool guy, man. You're a pretty cool guy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Emotional. I don't know,
You
man.
too, man. Thanks, lad.
This is
This is
awesome,
great.
Latif. Oh man, I don't know. I'm
All right.
supposed to talk about the album and songs, but now you've just taken it to a whole new level, more exciting than what I planned. Which is,
You can
but
keep
one
just
thing,
throwing me questions, whatever you have prepared there. I clearly have lost my filter. I'm just telling you anything.
I couldn't be bothered, man. Don't need filter. I told you before, no filters on this particular show, man. Think about it. But I'm only worried about one thing for the guys who's listening
Yeah.
in right now. do not use this as an excuse to go and hit on somebody's friend or your best friend just for the sake of hitting on them. Okay, don't use
Oh
this
yeah,
idea. Oh, okay,
don't do that, bro.
okay,
Like,
this is an
yeah,
honest, pure situation. Don't use
no,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
Brendan had this idea. 2 years of dreaming. I'm going to use the same line and hit on my best friend. Don't embarrass
Oh
yourself.
no.
Okay, it
Yeah,
doesn't work well with
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
Oh,
I
cool, man.
honestly, when I wrote the song, that was my uh solution to the dreams. I didn't expect to have a meet with my friend, and I didn't expect to actually have this conversation with her. But so to handle it, I thought, you know what? Let's just put it into song. And there was this movie that came out a couple of years ago called A Star Is Born, which was
Lady
Lady Gaga
Gaga
and
and Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah, and in that movie, Bradley Cooper does a song called "Maybe It's Time," and I covered that song a lot. And it's a very simple, very easy on the ears, very nice listening type, good feel, very basic country type. And my dad was very much a countryman, and I realized that I don't have something that I've written that's very country influenced. So hey, I thought let me do something like that, and this honestly just kind of came about in a couple of hours in a day or something. And maybe I had rewritten some of the lyrics, but yeah, yeah, I couldn't force myself to write this. It honestly was a feeling. That's the best I can tell you. Like, I
Yeah,
actually
because
felt
because
that
this
way.
this song actually gets people connected to it. Because sometimes a song is good not because how it sounds like the quality or the music that is being played in a particular song. It's how you connect to the particular song, how it makes you feel emotionally. And of course,
Yeah,
different people have different ways of interpreting a song.
yeah,
And this
correct.
particular track hit me at the right spot, man. It was like,
Yeah,
okay, this is the song. That's something. If for those who haven't listened to this particular track yet, it's on the post right now. Just or you can also go and check out on Spotify. Brendan de Cruz is available down there. Music video. It's a nice, chill out, happy. I don't know what to say. Happy is like a very touching music video on YouTube, and I'll try to post up that. I think is
yeah.
the link is on this particular page. But is that the same? Was that the same case for your other songs like "Leave" and "All Over Me"? Was that the same situation, a similar situation, or is it a different thing
No,
altogether?
that was honestly just somebody else too. Yeah, it was another personal experience that I was going through with a friend, a newly made friend actually, and it was just a bunch of mixed feelings I was having, and nothing, again, nothing romantic, even though it seemed like romance. It's very hard to explain. Like,
It's neither here nor
uh,
there.
yeah, it's just yeah, and I was just kind of confused, you know, not really looking for romance type of thing, and it was it again, that story wasn't very there isn't much context to it. So what I did was I took a very brief experience and I got into a very what if state with that situation. So it is more of my questioning that situation, that experience that I went through on myself rather than Evermore, where it was more about digesting what has already happened over, like, I don't know, a decade, and how I feel right now. It Evermore has a more conclusive message than the other two, I believe.
Okay.
The other two are very my perspective, and Evermore is a very could be your perspective, could be my perspective, right? Yeah,
But
I feel
also
that's how I wrote it.
for the track "Leave," or especially "Leave," it sounds a little more. I don't know if I'm getting the right words, choice of words for this. Sounds a little more darker. I mean, a bit more deeper on this part. Is there any reason behind that? Leave, or is it just supposed to be a happier tune?
Um, no, leave was also, yeah. You know what? I'll just be honest with you. Leave and all over me revolve around the same experience, and they
Okay,
were two different, um, two different emotions I was going through, and so happened these two songs were of it. And leave was, like you said just now, neither here nor there. So the line in leave is, you may leave or I will go. And then it goes on to explain things like, I hate wasting time. I don't know. I don't
okay.
I mean, there's no time for mind games like these days, you know. It's just like, hey, what are your intentions?
Straight to the point.
Our vibes, yeah, our vibes vibing. Is it positive? Are you going to be bad for me? Are you going to be? Am I going to be bad for you? Let's not beat around the bush. Like, hey, if we are hanging out, you don't like us hanging out, you don't like what you're feeling, don't hang out. You know, that sort of thing. And yeah, so that was basically it. It was just two different views on the same experience. Yeah.
Nice, man. It's it's a pretty deep EP indeed. I thought it was only going to be happening in the EP Black, but this one also has a very deep meaning, which once again, for those who have been listening to this entire broadcast, you have to listen to the songs itself to understand it a little more, man, to experience it. And of course,
Yeah.
just out of curiosity, of course, we spoke earlier. This is how your sound is going to be like. This is how you like to express yourself on your in terms of your music. But has there ever been thoughts of doing something really on the upbeat side, the other side of you? I mean, an upbeat, something on the those
Oh
kind of
yeah.
thoughts. Not because people tell you to do that, but you're for yourself, you as a
No.
person.
Of course, I want to as well. The last record was a good example of what can be done with things like Murung and You Won't Try. Even though the lyrics are very me, the energy in it is very different. And during the RMO and even before, over the last year plus since I released three, uh, I of course had been working on my own songs otherwise, and so there are a bunch of songs actually, and yeah, but I didn't want to put them on this record because uh, I wanted it to I wanted a full band to cater to those songs, so it will be a bit more extensive, a larger sound. Probably I just this one was just focused on what I can do in my room, and I was so damn fucking happy that it turned out way did, man. Like,
Yeah,
and to
it
me,
is.
it's still one of my best EPs, I believe. The first one's great. The second one's great. They are two very different EPs in terms of sound and feel, and this seems to be like a stripped down version of my last record, three. So I like that there's that transition, and the next one will just be full
I could
on.
imagine. I just
There
could
is
imagine
one in the
that, man.
works already.
If this is something that
Yeah.
was produced in a bedroom, I wonder what is it like when you do it in a bigger scale. I think I'm going to expect some more surprises in the years in time to come, man. But okay, I know
Honestly,
I do not.
the sorry, I have to tell you one more thing. The
Yes,
last
please.
record, which was recorded at Nade Studios, it is also just a room. It's also just a room. So Nade is. Have you? I'm sure you heard of Nade.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
have.
you heard their stuff. Like if you're going to listen to Nade's music, you're not going to think that it was recorded in a room. The only thing at that time that was recorded outside the room were the drum tracks, which were done in a studio because they didn't have the facilities at the point. But I'm pretty sure they do now, I think. But yeah, they've been also doing this Billie Eilish thing that I just decided to put a fan.
Well,
some
if it
big name
works,
on the
why
block.
not, man? If it works, why not?
Yeah,
Well, it's cost
yeah,
effective anyway. And of course,
yeah,
I know.
yeah. It's cost
Yeah,
effective.
cost effective.
And
That's the most important thing. If you're not going to make money out of your song, at least you don't have to spend so much for your song, right? And you
correct.
get good
Yeah,
quality. That's the most important thing of all. But
correct.
in terms of before I know you're in a rush because something else going on. Before I wrap it up, uh, quick question: the support that you have been receiving for this particular EP in terms of the medias and plays and so on, is it fair enough for you? Is it okay, or you
Uh,
think
it's still new. It's still very new, and I still have not sent out my usual blast messages about
okay?
the Spotify thing, which I'm probably going to do it right after this, and you're probably going to get one as well. But
Please, by all means.
yeah, response has been good so far because, especially with the video, I had good help with the video from a friend, Clifford Tan, and a couple of his friends as well, and they did a super fantastic job on the video. I couldn't believe what I was watching when they were doing it, and response to the video has been great. I've been sending it out. I do this thing every time I release something where I come up with this generic message that says, "Hey, greetings. Hey, my name is Brendan De Cruz. I'm a singer songwriter." And then there's a link, and I kind of mention there like, "Hey, if you like it, please do help spread the word." There's no, "Hey, can you share this, please?" And so it's up to them. So I would do this, and I'd send it out daily to people on Facebook, on Instagram, just in the hundreds. I'm messaging people, and I aim for, of course, my friends and also public figures, and just you never know what's going to happen. So I did this for about 3 years, and it wasn't working. And for this one, I don't know if maybe the reach has been slightly better. Of course, it has been slightly better since I first started, but I didn't think I would achieve any of your big celebrities through an Instagram direct message. And this time around, I managed to get through to Harit Iskandar, to Daphne Iking, to recently was Sarima Ibrahim, and these are all like names I knew as celebrities growing up, and they are now like, "Hey, great stuff! Can I interview you? Can I do a show? Can I share your video?" I was like, "Yeah, please." Oh, that's great. So in that sense, response has been great. Like people who I didn't think in my wildest dreams would even have opened the message and gone slightly further by sharing it. And that gives me more exposure to their fan base, and they are exposed to my music. My plays go up. Not a lot, but a
No, but
little
it
is
is
a
amazing.
lot, man.
Like I said earlier,
Yeah,
man. Uh, Without marketing itself, you have at least got to the right people. It's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality of people that who is
yeah,
listening to your particular music, and you seem to
correct.
have gotten the right people to listen to it. Which I
Yeah,
think in the next couple of days or couple of weeks or maybe months, it will spread further, which is excellent, man. I
yeah.
wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best,
Thanks,
and I'm
man.
looking to check
Thank
you
you.
out live one of these days. Never had the chance. I mean, I did
It will
couple of
happen,
times. I
man.
was usually the guy at the back of the bar, sitting down quietly watching the whole show and all. But
Maybe lah. We must have
maybe we
bumped
bump
into
into
each other.
the definitely
Yeah,
definitely bump into
yeah,
each other, but not formally introduced. I think so.
yeah.
Maybe it's been years, but
Soon, soon we'll do
dude,
it.
yes, I'm looking forward for that. Brendan, once again, congratulations on this awesome
Thank
EP,
you.
especially your
Thanks for
single
having me,
Evermore.
man.
It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure. It's
Great
something that
chat.
I've been looking forward for. Like I said earlier, I wanted to have you first. Unfortunately, everybody grabbed you before I could, man. It's okay.
Man,
It's okay. It's
call me
okay. It's
anytime.
okay. No worries,
Call me
man. No
anytime,
worries.
man. Be more than happy.
Definitely. We'll catch up with you soon. And once again, for those listening in, remember, head on to Spotify and check out Brendan D. Cruz. That's Brenda and D. Cruz. You can find the track there, Evermore. And also, you can just look for the particular album, Billy Eilish. Or did I get the name right? I always get this name
Billy
wrong.
Eilish.
Eilish. Always get the name
Yeah.
wrong. I don't know why is that. And also,
Her
please do
full
check it
name
out on.
is Billy Eilish Pirate Bard Connell or something. I don't know. She's got the word, the name.
Must have some Indian blood down there like, to have a name that long.
She's got the word pirate in her name.
That's a pretty
It's kind
cool
of
name,
a
isn't it?
cool name.
That's a nice
Yeah.
name to have, man. So don't forget to check it out, and also do follow Brandon on Instagram. He's on Instagram there. Pretty straightforward. Brandon De Cruz, right, on Instagram.
Yep, correct. On
Well,
everything, it's Brendan de Cruz. Yeah.
yeah. So the most important thing is not only you check out the music, you make sure you share it, spread the word as much as you can. That's the most important thing you need to do. And especially to all my DJ buddies, radio guys, you know what you got to do, right? Media friends, look
Yeah.
forward for Brandon.
Play that.
Play
Play
it,
that
man. Play
music.
it.
Yeah.
All right, Brendan. Thank you very much. You have a great day, man.
All right. Thanks, man. You too. Ciao.